all in, probably close to a 10 or an 11-hour day, and definitely above average for March, but grateful to be busy and excited to be getting back up on roofs. It calls for some pretty shoddy weather over the next couple days, so nonetheless, it was a good day, and I'm excited to get after it this season. Alrighty boys, good morning. It is Monday, the 9th of March, and just got that daylight savings time swap, so it's 8 o'clock and it feels like it's already like 9. Anyways, we have a pretty big day ahead of us, multiple inspections across multiple parts of the state. I think the first property we'll be looking at is going to be an 8 to 12 building property. Shortly thereafter, we'll be looking at a 3 building property where I'll just be taking up a drone for basically like a yearly checkup. So flat roofs a lot of times require a yearly or a twice yearly inspection just to make sure all the drains are properly functioning and all that good stuff. Make sure the flashings are solid too. No active leaks there, but again, just the president who I know for that HOA personally, just trying to be proactive, make sure they're taken care of for the next couple months without any leaks or anything to worry about. And then after that, we are heading to another property with an active leak for a flat roof out in Addison, Illinois. So we'll be in Country Club Hills today, and then from there I'm heading over to Arlington Heights, and then from there I'm heading to Addison. So separate to that, our company is building a few roofs today because it's about 75 degrees midday today. Right now it's about 50 already. Again, it's kind of a weird start to the season because we've had days where it's been flurrying and in the 20s, and then we've also had days like today, which will be a high of about 75. So tomorrow we're expecting some pretty severe storms to roll through, and it looks like anything north of I-80 has an enhanced risk of hail and wind, which is right in line with the early season storms that we experience. You know, last year we had a small pocket that was hit in February. The year prior to that, we had a small pocket that was hit in late February, and then the year prior to that, we had a small hail pocket that hit in late February as well. So March, February, we typically see 1 or 2 really small storms that roll through. It'll be nothing crazy, but again, it is hopefully a little bit of work that should line up for us. Anyways, I am heading over to this inspection here now, and as soon as we get there, I will get some good footage of what it is that we're checking out, and we'll go through the whole process of a roof inspection / property inspection. And then upon completion, we'll email all those photos and videos over to that referral partner so that they have that for their portfolio, and we'll be on our way to the next one. So stay tuned, we'll hit it hard today and we'll go from there. All right, guys, just wrapped up that 3 building inspection. Just needed to fly a drone up and over. That building there is only 4 or 5 years old, so they've got a 60 mil TPO roof that's mechanically, or I'm sorry, it's a glued down system to, it looks like 5-inch ISO. I'm just assuming if it were following code requirements, but it's naturally tapered system into a gutter. So they're really not experiencing any ponding water, which is super common for flat roofs. But it also means that the roof system's well designed and it shouldn't be experiencing any kind of failures prematurely as a result of that solid design. But that being said, we will send an invoice for a couple $100 on the drone inspection fee, as well as provide a detailed synopsis of what's going on with that system. We'll get that emailed over to that referral partner, and we will move on to the next opportunity that's on our list for today, which is going to be a 3-story access flat roof, and we will see what's going on with that one. Like I'd mentioned a couple times before, active roof leak. Just want to make sure we get out there, get our eyes on it right away, throw some numbers on it right away, and see if we can't earn another opportunity. Get you guys on that next one. All right, boys, just wrapping up. Knocked out that inspection for that flat roof, and there was 2 layers with trapped moisture underneath that top layer. So not really a whole lot that can be done other than a full tear off down to the deck and then insulation with a new membrane. I was just talking to my guys. It looks like we'll be doing a torch down, basically a cap and a base sheet. So something that's nice and robust, economical too. We'll install new flashings around the perimeter, code and manufacturer specifications, and then we'll be able to throw a 10-year warranty on it. So see what happens with that one. It does seem like that particular property has been undergoing a lot of band-aids, so don't know if they necessarily can afford in order to remove and then replace, but that's going to be the best bet for us as a company in order to kind of save face and ensure that we're doing what's right for all parties involved. Separate to that, I went and ran and took some measurements for an upcoming project that we've got for a residential home located in Elmhurst. We're going to be doing a new roof, new siding, new gutters, so I had to pull a sample of the siding for the insurance carrier to test whether or not it is still materially available, and once that test comes back, we should have a full scope of work to perform on that particular product or property. I've been working with that customer since October of last year, and with the quick change in weather, we just weren't able to get everything started back then. So just recently got our hands on the updated scope of work from the insurance carrier. Gonna go through that, just dropped off some samples for her to check out, and it seems like everything's a go for the most part. Just need to wait on the finalized numbers from the insurance carrier. So anyways, was out the door at 8 this morning, and I'll be getting home after 5, it looks like. So that's about 9 hours. And then separate to that, I'm gonna be banging out estimates and paperwork for those 3 inspections that were performed today, so I can just get them off my plate and into the hands that they need be in. So all in, probably close to a 10 or an 11-hour day, which is pretty average and definitely above average for March, but pretty average for in season. Usually out the door by 8 and usually home around 5, 6 o'clock, and then just banging out paperwork after dinner every night, Monday through Saturday, I'd say most days. So grateful to be busy and excited to be getting back up on roofs. It calls for some pretty shoddy weather over the next couple days, so this will probably be my one and only video for this week, just based on the weather patterns that are coming through. Nonetheless, it was a good day, and I'm excited to get after it this season. It's been a long winter, so keep you updated. We'll go from there, boys. Guys, it's about 8:30 and I'm just wrapping up for the day. Separate of those couple inspections, I also had to run out to a job site in Elmhurst, Illinois, where we got a recent approval for a hail claim. So I had to pull a panel of siding, be tested for the insurance carrier to deem whether or not they're gonna give a full replacement on the total structure. I'll drop some photos in the B-roll for that. And then separate of that, we also helped out another referral partner with a relatively large project that we knocked out a few years back. It's maybe a 20 building HOA, and they were experiencing some issues with raccoons getting into a soffit line, so we knocked out a small repair there for some soffit and fascia. Needless to say, it was a busy day, a little over 12 hours in the truck and just knocking out estimates and following up with people and sending out emails, but this is pretty much the norm, Monday through Saturday in season. Grateful to be this busy, but it's definitely taxing. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. We'll hopefully get this posted early next week, and we'll go from there. I'll continue to shoot some content as it comes through. Looking forward to growing the channel, and please make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Peace.